Alrighty here. We should be good to go. Just make sure we're all good. Make sure we're all copacetic. You're live, right? Hello, YouTube? Why can't I see anything? There we go. We are good to go. All right. Well, hello, and welcome. Nope. Hey, YouTube, turn that off. Thank you. Okay. So we got to fix my build. My build is completely messed up right now. That being said, I went through and let's see. What's gonna be the best way to do this? Actually, let me send this. Let me send this over my phone, so I think I can pull it up there. That's probably gonna be the easiest way to look at this. Send your devices into my phone. Fantastic. Thank you, Google. Much appreciate. Let's see, we go here. We open up this. Yeah, so my build's a little busted. I'm kind of in the middle of two builds right now, and it's kind of screwing me. So, I've got to figure out exactly what we're doing here, how we're swapping over. Because the thing is, there's, as far as I know, it's, like, fairly new. So, Maxroll has, like, this whole new system now that you can put in, like, what your build is, and, so that people can follow along. And I think the best feature of this is, for one, the skill tree. Because the skill tree you can do incrementally. So you can show, like, okay, at, 65 skill points, you should be here. Then once you get up to 80, you should be here, which is super great. The thing that it doesn't do, though, is show skills. And so this is kind of a little bit of a situation here. We got to figure this out. I got to put this back. Unfortunately, the people I was trying to buy from didn't respond. Yeah, so I got to figure this out. So we are on... So I think it's time. I think we're going to be leaving... we're going to be leaving Charge Strike. Charge Strike is going away. Or Charge Staff, I believe, is going away. So, first of all, what do we got here on Ice Strike? Why is that? That is the weirdest UI on a phone I have ever seen. Okay, can we just zoom out? Thank you. All right, so... First of all, Ice Strike. I need this to work. Okay, doesn't work on a phone. Let's not do that. Let's see here. Where is the site over here? We'll just put it right over OBS. That's fine for right now. Actually, we can just... What am I doing? I got these massive monitors. Let's actually use the real estate here, huh? Let's do that. Let's do this. Preview scaling. Scale the window. All right. We're looking okay. We're looking okay. So, actually, let me just let me put this in here so that way you guys can see what I'm following along with. So that is what we're following along with. That's what we're trying to get to. So I need to find Cold Infusion. Where do I have that? I know I have it on something. Cold Infusion. Yeah, I had it on Tempest Bell. Now we're going to take that out of there. That goes into Ice Strike. So what else goes into Ice Strike? That is the question. So we have this. We have Martial Tempo, which, yeah, that was already in there. And I'm guessing the other one... No, Crescendo's not in there, really. Oh, I guess that makes sense. We want either Cold Pen, Invulnerable... I don't think I can get either of the... I don't think I can get Inevitable Crit or Primal Armament, so I think I'm going to have to go with Cold Pen. So let's just take a look here. Yeah, I don't have any of those. Okay, so let's open up here. I need to sort this out is what I need. Okay, show recommended. What were the other two? I think they might be tier 3. So we have Primal. Oh no, I can do Primal Armament. What is this? Do more weapon elemental damage. Well, that is pretty positive indeed. We could also go, let's see, Cold Pen. Let's just go for Cold Pen. That's fine. Why can I not do that? Because I'm already using it. That would be a good reason why. Okay, so we got that laid out. I don't think that I have... no, that's actually not true. That's actually not true. Yeah, we can go up to 4 here. So we can go to 4... And then the options are either... Oh, Inevitable Crit we can't do. Okay, so we will put Primal Armament here. And then... Do we use Glacial? No, we don't use Cascade. Okay, interesting. So Tempest Bell... Tempest Spell is going to be weird because I know for a fact that I can't do Rage Forged, which is kind of what this build is trying to do. We can do Glaciation. Where do I have that one? Have that in Shattering Palm? Yeah, I guess that totally makes sense to do this. We'll just do that for now. Overabundance. Support skills have +1 to limit. Oh, so you can hit one more time. Glaciation, Rage Forge, Rage. Yeah, so we have Rage. I guess we put that in. I think that's fine for now. Shattering Palm. I need Ice Bite. Do I have Ice Bite on anything? I don't think so. Let's take a look here. We over here, though. No, we don't. Okay, so we probably need... Let's see. Let's grab a level 2. Let's go. Ice Bite. It's a level 1. Okay, well, then we're certainly not wasting level 2 for that. Wait, I'm already using it? Did I go over it? What do you mean I'm already using it? What does that even mean? Why can I not see... Oh, right here. Okay. And this was going on... What was this? What did I even have this for? What did I grab this for? Why was I looking for that? Oh, this was going for... Oh, it was going on Shattering Palm. And then what else are we doing? We're doing Blind and Execute. Although, I think... Are those... I wish there was a better way to look at support gems rather than grabbing a skill and doing this. So, isn't Blind... Is that tier 3? No, it is tier 2. Okay, perfect. We can grab that. And... Thing is, I don't have... No, that's not true. We can go up to 3... I think I have one more... Oh, I think I have one more Jeweler's Orb. Okay, where did you go? Where did you go? Where the frick did it go? Blind. Okay, I'm just losing stuff all over the place here. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that goes into Shattering Palm, and then the other one for Shattering Palm is Execute. I don't know that that one's necessary, though, so I'm not going to spend the crystal there. So, here comes the problem, is that I don't know that I can necessarily make this build, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because there's so many... I need so much spirit. So I might just have to deal with it for right now, and I can't spend to switch out my whole my skill tree anyway. So you might just have to live with how it is now. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just kind of live with how it is now, continue through the campaign, get some gold, and then probably after the session today, I should have enough gold to swap over the passive tree. I got to buy a bunch of gear, and so that might be what I have to do, because I think this is not going to be efficient of my time. Right, and this completely screwed up my build. So, the other thing that completely screwed up my build is I think I swapped up some of my gear. I ended up buying a few things. So after last night's stream, I went over... And Renly had this staff. So I picked this up. And it's clearly much better because if you take a look at our DPS, I think our DPS yesterday was around like 1,500. No, it was even less than that. I think it was like 13 or 1,400. Whereas now it's 2844. So we're doing much better here. Obviously, we have way more physical damage as opposed to all the other quarterstaffs I've been using, which were way heavier in terms of lightning damage. Downside, though, is I ended up getting rid of it, but I think the other staff I had had a bunch of spirit tied to it. And so that was obviously an issue because I was using Clarity, right? Yeah, I was using Clarity, which was giving us more mana regen, but it also cost 10 spirit, which I didn't realize. So I was off like grinding, grinding bosses for gold. And I was wondering, I was like, why the frick are these mobs not dying? And then it clicked after a while as I was starting to flip things over. I was looking at my skills and I was like, oh, it's because my Herald of Frost fell off. That's why. Yeah. So now we got that back. And now we just got to go through, just kind of run through, pick up pretty much everything we can find. Mostly just like blue stuff. I'm not really going to care about white stuff. Picking up pretty much everything we can find. Yeah, see, now we got the explosions going. Make a bunch of trips back to town, sell a bunch of it, get a bunch of gold, and then we can kind of reset and go from there. Which, oh boy, the amount of stuff that I heard from people today about respec costs, that is just something that is like talk of the town right now. Holy crap. I understand it. I think people are getting... Okay, can we not push me back like that? Thank you. You know, it's one of those things. I understand why people are getting mad, but at the same time, it's kind of like you signed your own death warrant in that, like, you knew going into it that this was early access. So you had to know that stuff was not going to go 100% right. Things were going to get nerfed. Things were going to drastically change. That's literally the whole point of what we're doing here. We're literally just like beta testing for grinding gear. So, you know, you can't really be upset, you know. If you sign up, if like... I remember when I was a kid, being a video game tester... I mean, like, I'm talking like a kid, right? So I'm talking like elementary school, like 5th grade, right? Wanting to be a video game tester was like the thing, right? Because streaming wasn't a thing. YouTube, I don't think, was even a thing. Oh, you're still alive. Okay. Hey, can we not say we did? I cannot. Good lord. Taking a good second dive. You know, this was before YouTube, this was before streaming, and so the big thing back then was wanting to be a video game tester. But the things they don't tell you about being a video game tester, there's a lot. First of all, it is not all sunshine and rainbows, right? It's not like you're going to go in and be like, hey, I would love to test your new... Back then, it was like Call of Duty or Halo or one of these. You're going to get stuck with, like, Dora Explorer's Lost Vacation Land to the Tiki Totem Temple, and you have to try and, like, break the 3rd level of that game. You know, it's not like... It was not this, like, glorious, glamorous thing. And all that's happened now is rather than these studios having to hire on people to, like, do these weird kinds of tests, instead you just send it out to the masses now. And everyone just does that testing because they just love the game that you're making. And that's why we have, or that's why we have early access. Yeah, we're good here. Let's just make a quick bank trip. And so what ends up happening, though, is that people conflate what is early access with what is a fully released game.
These over time. Oh, I like this one.
Just make sure I'm not doing anything stupid here. Okay, we're good.
Bye.
In which this is not a fully released game. It is an early access game, so it's here for testing. So you got people getting all mad, like... I don't have time to re-roll my character. Well, it's like, well, they could have just not released the game. And then not only would you have time to do it because the game wouldn't exist, you also wouldn't be playing it because the game wouldn't exist for another year. So, like, you can pick and choose. You can either, you know, you can either have the game you want a year early, and yes, it's not going to be perfect and things are going to suck for a while, or you can wait an entire year, not play it, and play when the game is fully released. Like, you get to pick one. You don't get to get both. But we live in, like, this super privileged time where everyone just wants everything immediately. And it's like, it doesn't work like that. The game, like, you know, someone's baking a cake, right? Let's say it takes, I don't know how long it takes to bake a cake. I'm not a baker. And someone goes, hey, you know what? I would love this cake. Like, it takes an hour to bake a cake. 30 minutes in, someone's like, hey, I would really love this cake now. And they pull it out, they take a bite, and they're like, this is disgusting. It's batter. It's like, well, yeah, no shit. You didn't give it enough time to cook. Like, what did you expect? What did you really expect? Well, that sucked. Why am I not freezing that much? I think my shit's just, like, completely fucked up. I think I just have to deal with it for today. But, yeah, just, like, every single stream that I was watching while I was working was just, like, people freaking out, like, oh my god, my build is bricked. It's like, well, it's not. You can just, like, respec. Or you can just re-roll. That's probably, honestly, the better thing to do. We'll just keep coming up this way, and then we can just go straight down the middle. I think it was probably just because I didn't have my charge stat back. It feels way better, obviously, with it. Which sucks because it's kind of like the whole idea is we're going to get rid of it, but we're going to be replacing it with some better stuff.
Need more mana.
All right, come with me, boys. Where are we at? Okay, I gotta go down here. Oh, wait, is our house... Her house is either here or it's in the middle, and I'm hoping that it's in the middle. Which it certainly is. Or I guess it could be down here. But everyone just kind of wants everything to be handed to them, and it's like, it's not exactly how it works. It's not exactly how it works. Okay, where's your house? So it must be down here. How do we get through here? This is a long way, is it not? Yeah, that's like the super long... Actually, there's no real short way to get down there. There we go.
I have no room for that.
No need, huh? Where can we? Well, how big is this thing? Is it a 3 or a 4?
Perhaps this will assuage the girl's despair. Perhaps
There we go.
this will assuage the girl's despair.
All right, so let's go back to town because we can always teleport next zone.
You found my. I think.
Nice. Give me those points. Okay, so we are going to hold on to those. So that way I can use them when I do the whole respecking. I can't put them in there. Oh, yeah, I can just pop them, but I don't have to spend them. These we're going to smash. Anything else? Nope.
It is good. Then makes another for my collection. Thank you. It seems shadows haunt us both.
Okay, so we are headed to... Actually, I probably should have checked my... Okay, that's what I thought. We are going to the village, and we can just teleport right there. Alright, follow me! Oh god, okay. Oh, no, that's just the book. Oh, you know what? It may have been my shoes that my boots that I took off that screwed everything up. Which is kind of a pain when you're going through and like re-gearing, and a lot of the gear like gives you specific requirements, which is something in a game that I have not really encountered before. Like, so all the games that I've kind of played in this, you know, rough style, which I guess I would say are mostly just MMOs. Never really played with systems where the weapon or different gear will give you stats that you need to use that is required for either other gear or skills. So keeping track of like, oh, I need this piece of gear specifically because it has this like one stat on it I need to actually use this one skill. Don't even wake up. That's totally fine. Oh, hey. Doop. Okay, we can take that, we can take that. Ooh, Regal Orb. Nice. There's something back here. But I'm hoping. Well, actually, we should definitely be able to clear Act 1 tonight. That, or Act 4 technically, but that shouldn't be an issue. That shouldn't be an issue. The rest of this act is pretty straightforward.
Frozen fate.
Well, that was only a little bit scary. Because ultimately, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what my goals are with this game now. Like, you know, having never played an ARPG before, the first couple days were just kind of figuring out what exactly was going on. Like, how the game worked. Now that I kind of have the understanding, now it's more so, like, what am I playing the early access for? Right? Do I want to be, like, do I want to do just the, can you die? Like, holy crap. Thank you. You know, do I just want to stick with one class and just learn, like, the endgame systems of mapping? Do I want to try a different class and see how, like, casters play? And I don't fully know the answer to that. Alright, what's up, broski? Yep, cut the dude's head off.
Your path of peace is littered with death. Justice now finds you.
Ogham deserves one last execution. Frost! I need mana.
The guillotine drops.
I cannot. Need more mana.
Cowards face your death.
Mere
Well.
strength is no match for skill.
That was pretty straightforward. That was pretty straightforward indeed. Alright, what the heck, frick? Okay, do I have anything else in here I need to do? No, we're just going to the ramparts. Okay.
Madness echoes here.
For what it isn't worth.
Which gives me some useless stuff, but
There is an enter. Take.
of course we need to continue on here. I suppose that's worth taking a look at. Nope, it's not. It's really not. We got here. Reduced attribute? No. Well, hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I don't think that this is going to be useful for us because if we look here... Yeah, I need more evasion than I do energy shield. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. I'm still gonna hold on to it though,
Sorry, I was. Finn makes another for my collection. Thank you.
because we're gonna scale spirit way harder with evasion. Way harder, which we need because I'm gonna be I'm gonna have like 4 or 5 different freaking auras.
dreamer.
Oh, what am I dying from? What am I dying from? Garbage.
Frozen fate.
Hopefully we can fix our mana regen too. Our mana regen is kind of busted since I got rid of, what did I get rid of? I think it was this that I got rid of. No, I had that. Oh, you know what? It might have actually been the belt, and if it was the belt, I can swap that back, because I think I would still have that. Let's take a look. We're starting to get a little low on that life. Or, not life, mana. Okay, so we were going the right way in the first place. How do we fit this? How do we fit this? Not when this dingus is attacking me. I don't even think I can. Yeah, I can't. That means get out of there.
Maintain a fine balance.
Oh, that's not the one I need. Not finding any iron. Everything but. Jesus Christ. Dude, my gear is so broken. I need to get better gear. The problem is, because, as far as I understand, once you get into Cruel, your resistances drop. Mine are, like, in the negative, so any, like, fire damage like that just, like, obliterates me. Oh, that was a weird camera thing. All right, gonna have to slow it down a little bit. As I launch into the biggest battle yet. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, I think my resist. Yeah, they're just like total trash. Like my life is pretty dog shit. What the f... Oh, the stupid blood is what's killing me. Okay, I can kill these witches. Like I said, my fire resistance is utter garbage, so if they're around, I'm just gonna get screwed.
I cannot.
I have no room for that.
Alright, there we go. Okay.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Let's go ahead and make a town trip.
collected these over time. I will treasure it. Goodbye.
Oh, no, I didn't want that. All right. Let's cruise through the rest of this, huh? Just not staying to the blood. Yeah, and then definitely not standing that. Holy crap, that's a death sentence right there. You still have anything for me up here? Support gem. I need to start getting the tier 3s. I don't know when those actually start showing up, though. It's gonna be sad losing charge strike, but or charge staff, but I think it's fine. I think overall the benefits outweigh the negatives. And it's just gonna be, you know, another resource I don't have to worry about. I think as well, not necessarily needing to have it at like the start of a boss fight is, I think, gonna be super helpful.
Carry a subtle beat of a monstrous heart.
Why can't I attack? Get out of the blood. Why can I not attack?
When you're dead, keep digging!
The voice of the man I must face.
Not yet.
Dude, what the fuck is going on with my mouse? Half the time I click and maybe am I getting stunned? But no, I'm not. I can't be getting stunned because I just put this on. Don't know, but my character's definitely not attacking when I'm telling him to.
Shoot! Yes, another one! He's under there!
The voice of the man I must face.
Do something. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Why I'm not attacking all of a sudden. I'm just like not swinging. Yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad. Bro, like what the like this chick over here just shoots like tendrils at me and I'm just instantly dead.
Shattering chill!
Okay, so are these enemies doing something to me where I just can't move? They are. That might be the most obnoxious thing ever. It's not even that, like, you can't move. It's just, like, I can't tell, like, it'd be one thing if there's, like, an effect on my character that was showing, like you're clearly immobilized, but it just, it looks like nothing is going on. It just looks like, you know, my mouse just stopped working.
Yes, another one! He's under there!
The voice of the man I must face.
For the monastery.
I've no room for that.
All right, we can get through this. We can get through this.
It is good I've collected these over time. It's
Let's see.
beautiful.
Don't need any of this. This will just
Except-
ID. Let's see. Evasion rating, energy, increased evasion. It has fire resist versus cold resist, poison duration, and thorn. Yeah, no.
Oh, I like this one.
Nope. Okay, and then this is more strength based. We don't want that.
It seems shadows haunt us both.
Just take a look here.
What
Do you
have we
guys
got?
actually... Do you have anything?
Anything take your fancy?
Oh, let's see. Increased evasion, energy shield. Well, so I guess I'm assuming that is evasion energy shield only on the boots, though. Max mana, dexterity, intelligence, life regen. No, I prefer what I got. I prefer what I got. Yep, I still prefer everything I have. Oh, you know what? Okay, that reminds me. I need to look. Do I still have that belt? Oh, it's mana recovery from flasks. Ew. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Holy hell, that's a lot of evasion. Yeah, we are definitely holding on to these. It increases physical attack damage. Oh, yeah. Wait, didn't we just pick up... I thought maybe we just picked up those today. Either way, those are going to be great. But, actually, you know what? They might not be great. And the reason I say so is I think that we're quite a ways away from those being relevant. Because I'm not even done... Okay, well, I couldn't see what that debuff was, but I think that might be what's making me not move. Here, this bitch. There we go. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't even try it. Okay, let's go. Wake up. Oh wait, don't have to like read this.
First ones. Is there no limit to corruption's influence?
Would have been sitting there for a while. Okay, well let's hope he doesn't hit us with a fire attack. That would be really unfortunate. Kind of like that. Easy enough.
This is the cost of pagan beliefs.
Max life, huh? It's not too bad. Okay. What else we got? So, of course, I'm not even close to where I need to be.
Shattering chill.
Hey, how am I liking Path of Exile? I'm loving it. I've spent a how many hours have I spent in this game? Let's take a look. 37 hours. Quite a few hours. Definitely has its frustrating moments. But I'm not I'm not grading it too harshly in difficulty because I have a very strong feeling that the difficulty is going to get adjusted. But I think that is probably one of the more difficult things to kind of balance. Because I think, when it comes to balancing stuff like that, it's way easier to go down than it is up. So, like, one of the things that I kind of talked about before, in case you weren't here, was a lot of people are really upset about the nerfs that are coming in. And I guess the bigger problem is that it's not like it's it's not like it's a slight nerf. It's like it's a huge, hey, your build doesn't work anymore type nerfs, because there's just things that the devs miss, and certain builds are just way too. Okay, hold on, let's not die here. Certain builds are just like way too strong. But the problem is that the respec cost is it's really high. It's probably too high, right? It's the same thing with the difficulty. The difficulty is probably too high. Now, to be fair, we're in the second half of the game, right? But you can kind of treat this. God, why can't I move half the time? You can treat this as basically an Act 4. Was getting nerfed? A lot is getting nerfed. I mean, that's kind of the point of the early access, right? Is to kind of figure out like what is broken, what is too good, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's put that over here. Can we just shift everything over? So the big thing that got nerfed was a lot of the. Can I take either? I can take one of these. Okay, and then we'll head back. So the thing like the cast on crit, cast on freeze, all that stuff. I think it was mostly cast on freeze that just got like completely nerfed into the ground, where rather than how it was currently working, which was literally basically every time you freeze, it casts whatever spells you have slotted into it. Now it's like every 10 freezes, which basically said, hey, it doesn't work anymore. And so what's getting people in a tizzy about that is, and I can totally understand where people are coming from on this. Respecking is very, very expensive, right? So just like as a quick example, so if we go into town right now and I try and respec.
The village has been. You must.
I must meditate.
Right. So, and the thing is, so let's see. So if I want to respec this point, it's going to cost me 2K just to do this. So if I wanted to completely respec, which I do, and that's why I'm saving up gold, because I'm kind of in between builds right now. So like this whole, or most of this, let's see, it's like basically this whole section of the tree right here is all going to be gone. This whole line, right? So if you figure it costs 2K per, you're talking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 30, 32, 4, 6, 8, 10, that's 40, 42. So it's like, 50-ish K just to refund this whole half, right? So if people are going for a specific build and it gets nerfed into the ground, that's a lot of gold they have to spend to respec. And I completely understand the frustration. However, you kind of have to know going into it that that's kind of one of the things you sign up for. Like, early access doesn't... I think a lot of people are misconstruing early access.
Our triumph is at hand.
Like, quite literally with the words early access. It is not like... This isn't like an early release game, right? It's not like... like, I remember back in the day when I used to play games, you could, like in the early days of playing online games, you could pay to, like, have the game available to you an extra week earlier. So if you wanted to kind of practice, you could buy it for, like, $10 extra and get it a week early, right? But that's kind of not what early access means in this case, right? It's basically what this is beta testing. And so you kind of have to know that going in. But what people are saying is that we should basically get free respecs, or it should just cost 0 to respec. And while if... I think I would understand that, or I think I would accept that if this was like an internal early access, meaning it was like people were getting hired specifically to test, whereas this is something different, right? This is you're paying to get access to the game, which is a totally different perspective. You're basically paying for the early access in the literal term, right? Literally being early access. And so because of that, you kind of can't treat this as it not being just an early version of the game, because if you do that, what's going to happen is then when the full game comes out, the people who have been playing a year, when respec costs all of a sudden go back to where they were, they're going to freak out and be like, it hasn't been that expensive for the past year. What the heck, man? Like, and so it's kind of like it's going to be trouble no matter what it is. Does it feel less overwhelming now? And the refund's paying. The skill tree, I'm going to be honest, I never thought that it was going to be too overwhelming. I really enjoy complicated skill trees. And like all that being said, I actually don't think... I think the skill tree itself... it's one of those... Actually, just for context, have you ever played... you said you haven't played PoE 2. Did you play PoE 1? Just so I have context of where your perspective is. Because for mine, like, obviously, there's videos all the time of people, like, reacting to this, being like, holy crap, this is absurd. Which I totally get when you look at it. Like, when you look at it completely zoomed out, it absolutely looks massive, right? But realistically, all this is, like, if you took any other RPG game that has, like, a bunch of different classes, each one has skill tree, right? The difference in those games is that you have, like, a specific... Love PoE. Okay. So... Yeah, so you're coming from the perspective of someone who's already used to the skill tree. So the thing about it is that, like, if you take any other RPG that has like a massive skill tree, but you have it separated into multiple classes, it's easier to digest, right? Because let's say you have your basic triad, right? You have your mage, your warrior, and like your either archer or rogue character, right? They each have their own separate skill tree, but if you mash them all together, of course, it's going to be completely overwhelming. And that's all this is. It's just 6 different skill trees, right? That's all it is. So if you're like I am a monk, I'm only looking basically in this diagonal and this diagonal. Now obviously you can branch out, right? Because you have like your I don't even remember what's over here. Like this is, so let's see, so this is warrior, we have dex, and so we have witch up here, right? No, we have sorceress, we have witch. Then I would assume mercenary. No, range, mercenary. Right, because those are kind of the breaking points of all the different stats, right? You have strength, you have dexterity, you have intelligence, and then you have the middle points, like a dex int class, you have a strength int class, and then you have an strength dex class. So obviously, like, I can branch out and come down here if I want to make it more complicated, but otherwise... I mean, when you start off, you don't have to look at this whole thing. You literally just look here, and it's like your first choice is one of two. It's a 50-50 choice. Do you want skill speed or do you want evasion? Like, that is a much easier way to look at it. And then it's like, okay, I went this way. Now do I want 5 of a stat or do I want skill speed? Then once you have like a whole bunch of extra points, then you can start figuring out. But I think once you start looking at it less as a whole and start looking at it like, for example, you start looking at it as shapes. So for example, this shape here has 2 notables. It's like, do you want either of these 2? No? Well, then you probably aren't coming here. What about over here? This is one of the notables. Do you want this? Well, then you probably want, well, you kind of have to take the other 2, right? So you're kind of just as opposed to looking at every single node, you're really just kind of looking at the bigger ones, being like, okay, do I want this or do I not? And then do you go in that direction? I would definitely see it as overwhelming at first to know which. I think the more overwhelming thing is to know which direction is quote unquote correct. Because I think the more difficult thing is like all the different stats, knowing how they work together, which is best, what interactions you can actually do. Like, so for example, one of the things that I was struggling with last night was specifically wondering about how would be best for me to go and upgrade my weapon. Because up until a couple days ago, I was playing like 100% Lightning Monk. And I swapped over. I was going to do kind of like a mixed build, but now I'm just going 100% into Cold. And what was confusing me was that I wasn't necessarily sure how... It's because it's counterintuitive, where some games... like weapons will just give you like a power number and they'll just label it differently, right? Whereas, you know, this game will give you physical damage. Well, to me, in my head, physical damage means this is the damage that this weapon is doing. But if you look at a skill, like for example, you know, you look at something like let's look at Glacial Cascade. Glacial Cascade is a reasonable one to look at, right? Because this ability, to me, does not feel like it should scale off the physical damage of your weapon, but it is using that stat. I would think that there was a different, like, it would use your intelligence, right? You'd go up here and be like, oh, my intelligence is 87. That's just the games that I've played in the past. That's kind of, or, you know, your physical damage would come directly from your strength modifier. So, you know, in this case, with this stat breakdown, my character would be pretty weak at doing, like, basic melee attacks. Right, but the way that I'm treating him more with the charge staff, you would think like, oh, he's kind of doing more like magic-based attacks. But the fact that you have to look at like, oh, I want to do cold damage, so I need to buy a weapon with good physical attack is very backwards to what I'm used to playing. I did like a whole YouTube run last night, trying to look at all different kinds of stuff, what other people are doing, trying to get tips on that. So I understand it quite a bit more now, as far as what I'm looking for. I think kind of the next, layer.
The beast hungers.
Doing.
I think the next layer for me to learn is what stats come on what pieces of gear. So that way I can prioritize the stats I need on pieces of gear. So, for example, like Spirit. Spirit is going to be one of those things that in this version of the build that I'm going for, I need a lot of Spirit. So I want to ID what pieces of gear can Spirit come on and then prioritize those for massive Spirit. And just kind of like do that. Because if there's something like, for example, if I find a piece, if I find a piece with high Spirit that people are trading for, and one has like attack speed boost and one has cold resist. Well, cold resist, as far as I understand now, is much more available on a wider spread of gear. I don't know about attack speed, but if that was the case, then I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go for the Spirit piece that has attack speed because that's a bit more rare. So you can kind of like fine tune. That's kind of like the next layer of stat-based stuff I'm going to try and learn. First remind, well, welcome. And also the skill gem situation, better or worse? So I mean, I only got a couple hours into PoE1. This is 100% better. This is so much better. I'm very familiar with the skill gem system. Like, I'm familiar with some of the more basic systems in PoE1. Like, I definitely didn't get like deep into the weeds, but I've watched some people play PoE1 and kind of pick some stuff up along the way. This is so much better from what I saw there. What I hated about the skill gem system before was like, you were so restricted on being able to switch out gear, it didn't make sense to me. So it's like, oh, I just picked up new gear, I want it. but it doesn't have the slots I need. And as far as I understand, I think you could swap. Maybe you couldn't. Maybe you couldn't swap the nodes around or change the colors or anything like that. But yeah, that's seems like an archaic system to me. This is so much better. This is so clean and easy for me to understand. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot more. A lot more.
Crush!
Husband, this interloper has the power we need.
Alrighty.
And you shall have everything I promised.
No noose this time.
This fight might actually be a
Remove your
lot
head
easier with
myself.
Freeze.
We'll see about that.
First one is higher.
Need more mana.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
Brianna, open the cage. Release the beast. Give me what you promised.
I think not. I expected so much more. Since you are too
Okay.
weak to do the job.
Interesting.
I'll find
Yes, more. Don't stop.
Yeah, I forgot about that
the
spinning
beast
attack.
hungers.
Separate solar amulets. Yeah, so solar amulets do that. So spirit is the main stat on those. However, there's a lot of other amulets that you can get that just have massive spirit on them. So as a substat, as I'll call it for now, you know, there's a lot that I can buy that are like, you know, give you like 40 spirit.
First one's higher.
You can get an additional like 10, I think, 10 or like 10 to 15 spirit from going specifically solar.
First one's higher.
What are you doing? Right, you doing
Light
that.
it off.
Hey,
You
come over here.
pay with your life.
Come over here by the bell.
Brianna, open the cage. Release the beast. Give me what you promised.
I think not. I expected so much more from you. Since you are too
Frozen
weak
lash.
to do the job, I'll find someone
There we
who
go.
can.
All right, phase 2.
Goodbye.
You manipulative whore. How dare you abandon me? After all
I don't know how I
I've
don't know how I
given you.
dodged that. Can you transform? Thank you.
Freezing gale. Requiem on high.
Oh crap! God dang it! I was so close to rolling out of that. Yeah, in Spirit is one. Honestly, I might. Well, I'm gonna have to roll it on gear for a little bit until I can get my third ascension, or like, I don't know what the correct like terminology is, but thank you.
No noose this time.
Once I can get my points
Remove
5
your
and
head
6,
myself.
We'll see about that.
I'll be more than good on Spirit.
First one's higher.
But it's up until that point that I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. Well, that was an awful placement.
I cannot.
Wait, he already transformed? That was quick.
Requiem on high.
Okay, let's just worry about dodging this.
Freezing gale. You are
Freeze. Oh, I don't think I can freeze in there.
fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon. The pack suffered but endured. And howled now in tune. No tales were told. None knew none old, and their endless hunger grew ever stronger. Desolation. I will take out your heart and savor each bite.
Are we good there? Yep, we're good there.
Solstice of pain.
Ah, God, he hit me with like 3 of those.
Take out your heart and savor each bite.
Yeah, this boss is great. I don't have a problem with this boss at all. I mean, he's definitely tough. There's my least favorite boss is like the what is it called, Loken or something. He's in the cemetery. He's a nightmare. He's a piece of work. This one isn't too bad.
This time. I'll remove
I just
your
gotta
head
like
myself.
remember all his attacks.
We'll see about that. Thrust crush.
First one's eye.
I cannot.
That's right. Come over here.
Little rabbit. Easy prey.
I cannot.
There we go.
No mana.
Yeah, my build is so screwed up right now. I gotta get this fixed so bad.
Chilling frost. Requiem on high.
Okay, just worry about dodging.
The air grows colder. Agnar the Ruined. Agnar the Impaler. As swift as
This,
death,
however, I have not figured out yet.
and imbued
Is there
by the
any kind of warning you when the attack is coming?
branded and afflicted? Your veins soon chilled. Agnar shall slay again. Freezing gale. I will take out your heart and savor each bite.
Okay, again, just don't worry about killing him. Just worry about not dying. Bro, really? I will say that is a frustration that there are so many just like one-hit kills. There are a lot of one-hit kills. And the thing is, I don't think they're intended to be. I think it's just like they do so much damage.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself.
We'll see about that.
First one's eye. First one's eye.
Alright, do your little thing. Let's get back our mana.
You are hunted. Fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon. The pack suffered but endured. And howled now in tune. No tales were told. None new, none old. And their endless hunger grew ever stronger. I solstice of pain.
There we go. All right. Come on. Oh, God, get. Jesus Christ.
I smell your blood,
Okay, now he's dead.
and I am ravenous.
That. Okay. So at the end there, that is one of the things that I'm not crazy about this build.
For a moment.
So there's a big difference. So the big thing that caused me to flip, or the thing that I wasn't sure about, there's two different types, or there's technically three different types, but no one cares about the third
Use
type
it
right now.
against me.
Where
Um,
has she taken the beast?
There's
I
Tempest Flurry,
found
which is like the
messages
lightning-based primary attack.
the
There's
desert.
Ice Strike, which is the one I'm using,
From the Vastiri.
and then I think there's like
Yes.
a Wind Strike.
Find
This one has like a built-in dash,
Kill her.
and sometimes it's
First.
really weird.
Please.
Like at the end there, how it's kind of like jumping all
Stop the
around,
madness.
and it kind of like pushed me back a little bit. It can get weird and put you in odd situations, which is why having the ooh, Exalted Orb, nice. Orb of Alchemy, that's our first Orb of Alchemy.
I've no room for that.
Get out of here. It's the only thing I'm not crazy about. I think it's really cool once you get into
You've done
mob
the
fights
duck
and just like, you know, jumping around
Down
mobs,
to
but
Gateway
on
Conf-
bosses sometimes it
If
just
you
like
find a
completely
bug
screws
out
me.
there, you'll bring it by.
Oh, okay. So, pop this. You can go ahead and ID that just for a little bit more cash.
Sorry, Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's charming.
I don't think there's any way.
Another for
Get
my
outta here.
collection. Thank you.
Yeah, don't care about that. Okay.
Be careful.
Put everything away. Don't look there. That should just be swept under the rug.
We must afflict
Alright.
trail of
Let's go.
contest
Act
with
5.
fate with the beast.
Act 5.
This outpost.
Yeah. This is gonna be a little bit scary.
Go.
This is gonna be a little bit scary. This is not good. Not good. So, let's see how this goes.
The weary traveler grows close to the end of the path.
So these are the Marikath. Life seems
Oh yeah, that's just our
difficult
sesh.
in the desert.
I'm so turned around just because this is
Worth
because
is
it's all
measured by
procedurally
actions.
based.
I must prove myself.
It's like 180 degrees flip from what it looked like when I came here the first time.
Foul creature. The dreamer.
God, having just like a last second instant kill is just so nice. There's been so many times that it's just like, you know, I don't want to like risk, you know, coming in closer to a boss or to a rare or anything like that. So you just hit the one tap. And then you don't have to worry about it. Ooh, nope. can at least take these. I can ID them, or actually I can just ID. No, I was looking for. Oh, that one's already ID'd. Yeah, and I don't want the crackling. Crackling is not good for me. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think the designs of the areas, I think the third act has potentially my favorite design to it, which is honestly a little strange because it's like so far out from the games that I typically play. There's like no fantasy element to it at all. Or I shouldn't even say fantasy, because this isn't really fantasy. It's you know, it's grimdark. And Act 3 is like Aztec, which is such a weird change of pace. Ooh, what we got there? Okay, let's go ahead and make a portal here, so we can come back and pick up our stuff. The unfortunate thing. Oh no, we can, because Zarka is buying stuff. What do we got? Increase attack speed while on full mana. You count as on full mana while at 90% of max mana. Interesting. So we do all that. We don't have a... Yeah, we don't have a forge here, I don't believe. So that's staying in there. I'm like so torn whether like do I hold on to the uniques? Do I get rid of them? Like, because I know that I'm gonna fall victim to the I'm gonna fall victim to what I was talking about before about how it's like it's early access, you can't get mad. So like when, because I'm assuming at some point there's likely going to be a change that happens where I'm assuming they're gonna have to like wipe everybody's progress. But it's like, does it really matter if I hold on to stuff and it, like if it gets deleted, it gets deleted. Whether or not I sell it and I get orbs for it, or I sell it or I don't sell it and the item just sits in my inventory, it still gets deleted. But I don't know how often that actually happens. Like in PoE 1, did that ever happen? Like so I heard something about a realm restart. That doesn't necessarily mean like a progress wipe, does it? Or is that just like if what's the word I'm looking for? Like a server maintenance. Is that kind of more what that means? Tab from PoE? Yes. I think the only, as far as I understand, the only one that doesn't, and it's just because I don't think there is one for it yet, is any maps tabs. But as far as I know, yes. All of your like basically anything you buy in the shop should be carrying over. So any tabs, any skins, pets, I'm assuming that's all stuff that can be found in the shop. Any of that stuff will carry over.
Their leader.
Oh god, that's a lot of range attacks there, buddy. How am I supposed to see? Okay, maybe I'm supposed to fight him up here. God dang it. Okay. Ooh.
Let this prove my worth. We should return to the caravan. Chill!
Yeah, let me pick up my stuff. Yeah, Mega's back there. Never experienced full restart. Always have my items. Okay, so it's possible that because when I hear Realm restart, I think like a complete wipe, and especially given my time playing a bunch of different like early access stuff and demos, with all the roguelites I play, it's kind of just in my head that that's a thing. I need this so that we would get a little bit more, and I don't think I'm keeping this. Yeah, no. Okay. So that was kind of top of mind, because that's pretty normal when it comes to, there's like a lot of bullet heavens that I've played where like I played the demo, and then once I jumped into early access, it got wiped. Oh wait, isn't there something I'm looking to learn here? No, I don't need either of these. Okay, we'll hold on to it. What class have you played? This is the... Well, that's a lie. I've played 2 classes. So I played Warrior for... I didn't get out of Act 1 with Warrior. I think I got to... Oh, you know where I got to? I actually got to exactly where we started this stream at, actually. I made it up to the Augram Farmlands. So it was literally like the last quarter of Act 1. And at that point, I wasn't super happy with what was going on. At that point, the other thing too was that I didn't have a lot of knowledge on the game itself. I was still within my first probably 6 hours of the game.
So this is
But
how they survive.
looking back on it now, I wasn't feeling like there was a lot of fluidity isn't the right word, but the weaving between skills wasn't really working for me. I think some of the skills just weren't powerful enough. I was playing with like Earthquake. I was trying to do like an AoE thing that didn't really work. So it's completely possible that my build just wasn't good. But from what I've been hearing, warriors just in general are not that good. But I've been having a blast since I switched over. I've been trying to think of what my overall goals were. Did you get the 2 items from the bosses for Spirit? From the bosses. I'm not sure which bosses those are. Potentially? Actually, well, yeah, I would assume so. I'm at 60 Spirit right now. So we got to talk to... Yeah, we got to do this.
I am a Sala, Remainer.
Yeah, so you can get up to 100 from the campaign,
we
but then there's other stuff that you can do. So, for example, once I get... So, the way that I'm going, I'm going to be getting this next. And then after I get this, I can come over here. And then I gain 1 Spirit for every 6 energy, shield, and for every 15 evasion. Oh, that's okay. That's a good thing to pay attention to. Can't gain Spirit from equipment. Okay. So, yeah, what I was talking about before with the like Spirit on the amulet, it will be good for now, but then eventually I'll have to retire it. That's actually good to know, so that way I don't have to rely on it. Act 1, King of the Mists. Yep. And then Act 3, the Bog Witch. Yes. Yeah, so I've done those. So the only ones I haven't done is Act 6 because I haven't gotten there yet. But yes, pretty much every time that there's a boss on the map, I try and get it done. And I think at this point I've done all of them. We're going over in here. Oh wait, I should check the shop and see if there's anything interesting.
Speak up.
Ooh. Hang on. Oh, that's not like that much more life. Recovery rate is actually kind of good. But nothing else here.
Tell your
Who
tale.
goes there? You may trade. My wares are renowned.
What else we got? Increased elemental damage with attacks. Oh, buddy. While that is good, I wish I could just get a guaranteed physical damage from it. If I could, I would definitely take this. It's 3K.
It
I'm
is
buying it
yours.
anyway.
War Knights.
Let's see. So we do this. I mean, that kind of helps fix the mana problem. Okay, come on now. Oh, wait, I can't do that. I have to do... Yeah, I gotta do the Exalted Orb. Well...
This isn't the place all the time.
Well... Okay, we found an upgrade. It's good to know. Yeah, see, so stuff like this is super weird, right? For me, because like from what I understand, with PoE 1 there was a system. I don't think, was it on PoB, where you could put in like stats of an item and you could tell whether it was going to be better or worse than what you had. Excuse me. So like in this case, right? I look at this, and in my head, I see 73 at 122 physical damage. Oh, that's definitely going to be way more. But 93% increased physical damage, or elemental damage. Now, the thing that I have to keep in mind, though, is that this is not all that's important, right? Well, actually, it kind of is, because once the build gets done, that's kind of all it's going to come down to, is that. Because really the thing is, because this is not an attack. Right? This, the impact, attack damage. I don't know what this scales off of. Yeah, see it. So this converts physical damage, in which case this would be better. Well, actually, see, this is the weird thing, right? Because I don't know how everything stacks, like I can pop this out. Let's go ahead and swap here between the two. So if we go to... Yeah, it's going to keep doing that, which is super annoying. So that is stronger on... So damage per use is better here. Or actually, main hand cold damage, 168. Yeah, okay. So it's... Oh, well, it's average damage, right? So this is going to do... So this is going to do more elemental damage. But this is going to do way more physical damage. Versus the shockwave... I wish it would just stay right there. That's okay. I still think this is the one we want to go with, because ultimately the Ice Strike is what's going to be doing the most damage. And I can still scale this one up. This one. I can put runes in it. I don't have the iron runes yet. I'm still going to hold on to this other one, though, just in case I end up needing it, or end up wanting it, or something like that. This one is also at 14% quality, whereas this one is at 0, so we could, if we wanted to, do a little bit of increasing the quality. I don't have all that much yet, though. And I don't have iron yet, right? Glacial, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, see, I don't have the iron yet, which would give me an extra 40% physical damage, which would, like... So if this one's already, like, edging towards being better, having an extra 40% physical would be much better. That's one thing that was lacking a lot of skills in the tree that was missing. Yeah, probably the only way to figure out if you had better DP. Yeah, so it's one of those... I have a feeling that it will... Well, so from what I heard... just because of the nature that, like, I want to just, like, absorb myself into the game. Oh, I can go right here. I've been watching a couple different PoE streamers, and so I've been watching Rax, and then a whole bunch of, I don't know his full name, I just call him Rax, in which he was talking about it and saying that the person who basically designed this system behind PoB says he doesn't want to work on it for PoE 2. So hopefully someone can take the reins, and I would assume somebody's going to do it. Right? It's like, I mean, this is a community of nerds. Someone has got to be able to pick up that. Where am I going? Use the desert map to travel to Modern Quarry. Well, where is that?
The Halani gates are closed. Welcome.
That's not on my map. Do I have to go here first? Oh, it's way down there in the corner. That's why I didn't see it. Okay. You want to figure out if you had better DPS or not? Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of the issue I was having the other day when I was going through and trying to figure out before I picked up the weapon that I just replaced, was I wasn't really sure like what stats I should be looking for. Right? Because it's kind of like I mentioned before, how it was weird to me that I should be looking for physical damage to increase my cold spells. Even though, like, Glacial Cascade is not a spell, it's second classified as an attack, but you still have to scale your physical damage in order to get more cold damage. Which is just, it was just a weird concept to me that I've never experienced in the game. But it'll all make sense over time, right? I mean, there's so much going on with Path of Exile. There's so many systems to learn the intricacies. Right now, I'm just trying to kind of like lock in and like 100% understand the kind of macro details. And then over time, all the little like micro details, the small interactions, all that stuff will come with time. Wrong rune there, buddy. Oh, God. If I died there, that was 100% my fault.
Mighty fall.
Okay, so we got a new trial thing. Yeah, so, like, this is a system that I don't think explained itself well enough in... Like, there wasn't enough tutorializing around the trials and ultimatums, knowing the difference between the two, knowing specifically what these numbers mean. Like, number of trials 2, I don't know. I wish that was explained a little bit more. Because I know, like, the ultimatum that I have that I haven't done yet, that I need to do for my 2 of my other ascension points. but I'm not sure if you can get like lower level trials that won't give you ascension points, right? Stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure on how exactly it works. There's a lot to it once you understand the runes. Can you explain that? Because it's a new concept. Oh, right. Yeah. It is a completely new system. It's kind of it's basically a replacement for the system you had before, where you put your skill runes and support runes into gear, rather than putting. Do I even have any? Yeah, I have one. So rather than putting your skill and support runes into it, now the way it works is you just have these runes that have a slightly different effect based on whether you put it into armor or weapons. And I think there's a certain number. So like weapons can have 2 rune slots, body armor can have 2, and I think the rest of your main pieces, so your hand, head, and feet, I think they can only have 1. But that's kind of like what I was going for. So for example, like the body rune takes 3% of your life, taxes onto physical damage. Or if you put it into armor, it would give you 25 max life. The downside to this system is that you cannot remove a rune once you put it into your gear. So you really want to make sure what you want to put into your gear is 100% like what you want. And I'm assuming this might be the same as before. Gear can either come with rune slots, or there are things called, it's not Jeweler's Orbs, it's Artificer's Orbs, I believe? No, that's not right either. Anyway, there's an item, just like with all the different, you know, Exalted Orb, Regal Orb, all that kind of stuff. They can put rune slots on items, and the other way that basically the way you can get them is anytime you find an item, like this one right here, for example, rather than selling this, I can bring this to the salvage bench, basically deconstruct it, and it will give me a shard, which is part of the resource I need to then craft a rune slot onto a piece of gear. But really the big downside is, again, it kind of comes down to that whole, you know, it's kind of in line with the passive tree and how it's kind of tough to respec. Yeah, I mean, that is a 100% kill you. No, it's not Gem Cutter Prism. It's... I forget what it's called. I'm assuming it's a fully new currency, right? Because it's a new system. But based on what Jonathan has said about the game, what they're trying to do, and I don't necessarily think I agree with it. They're trying to make it so that your decisions weigh a lot more than they did in PoE 1.
Careful story.
But I don't know if they're necessarily going about it the correct way. Ooh, is this any good? I mean, we're holding on to it because I can probably sell it. I'm sure someone will want it. Yeah, so like this we put over here. Oh, wait, no, not that. This goes away. Yeah, and then everything else is getting sold. So, oh, it is an Artificer's Orb. Okay. Yeah, so adds a rune socket to martial weapon or armor. So if I wanted to put a rune on this, I would have to use some of these in order to get these, like I'm doing now. So we can go over here to the salvage bench, which we can then turn basically any, it's not any piece of armor, it's only, or armor or weapons, it's just ones that have rune slots already. And then we turn them into Artificer Shards. And then once we get the shards, so like I have 4 right now, once I get 5 of these, then it will turn into an Artificer's Orb.
Speak up.
Do not wander.
And they are quite useful. They can give you a lot of extra damage. Really, the struggle that I've found is just finding the runes that you specifically want. Now, to be fair, I've gone through a lot of iron runes, or runes of iron, whichever way around it is. Just because I've gone through a lot of different weapons, just kind of popping on, just kind of, you know, learning the game. I didn't know exactly, like, what I should be saving. But now it seems that I'm out of that. But again, it's mostly because all the other ones that I'm holding on to, I basically haven't put any of those into any of my gear, so they're just kind of sitting there. But I have been using all of the iron runes. But depending on whatever the next character is that I roll, okay, elevation, super weird there. Depending on what the next character is I roll, I'll kind of already have a head start, right? And have a bunch of those runes ready for when I need them. The question is, do I have any bosses in here that I need to find? Nope. Sure don't. Man, having access to freeze is so nice. I didn't have any kind of crowd control before. We're just getting steamrolled. Until I figured out how to do damage, and then we were fine for a little bit. And then I started getting outnumbered and just overwhelmed because Act 3 has... Every act has... Right now, has some really, really serious difficulty spikes. Yeah, some really bad ones. Act 3... Did Act 3 get me the worst? Yeah, I think Act 3 got me the worst. Like, pretty much the very last area just, like, put me through the ringer. Now, to be fair, my gear was also a little not great at that time. I was kind of in between builds. Kind of like I am right now. I'm kind of half one build and half of another. Take that. All right, come on. Thank you. Just gotta hit the bell once.
Empower!
I 100% read that as crab, and I was like, how do you wear a crab? Nope, that would be garb.
I'm unable.
Give me the gold. That's all I need right now.
Not yet. I'm unable. Back to this. I'm unable.
Oh my god, it's never ending. I just want to pick up my gear. I just want to pick up my stuff. Oh, thank you. Jesus. And there's still one left. Ooh. Visually, the game looks good. Visually, the game looks fantastic. Game looks great. Spell effects look sweet. I'm a little sad that I turned away from my lightning, but Cole's doing okay. But all the effects, the fire especially, looks really nice. Yeah, they did a really good job making this one look really good. I think just in general, just like all the different particle effects, really.
Sand and steel, fire and iron, flesh and bone.
What is this one? Oh yeah, this chick.
She's insane.
Forgot about her.
Insane? I'll show you insane.
Now her I gotta be careful about, considering my resistances are, especially fire resistance, is god awful.
I need mana.
Come on, get frozen. Thank you. Now you're dead. Yeah, like just all the little effects on her, just yeah, very nice.
No room for that.
No room. All right, you stay right there. We'll be right back. You stay in your cage. Poor her. She's like, hello. You're just gonna leave me here? Like, yeah, for a second. For a second. Oh, there's a possibility there. Nope, and that possibility was gone.
Do not wander.
And that possibility was gone. Yeah, now give me all this.
Get me out of here. Win the praise 1000, please.
Okay, now we can go
At
back.
least there's one survivor of this.
Just had to make sure to get all my stuff. That's it. Turn the question the defector there. Right, where is she? I'm assuming she's up here by the map. Yeah, okay.
I know what jump is, but there is an outcast's trove.
Yeah, oh yeah. You do the random stuff. I don't care about the random
our
stuff.
sick
Not
let us
anymore.
see. Fight to the last.
Trader's Passage. Right, the place that we tried to get to before. Nope, that was Trail of Corruption. That's not where I need to go. Or is it? Oh, no. I do have to come here. I do have to come here. I think... Where are we at? So we're at 54. Yeah, the problem... So I was going to do my ultimatum, but I think that what I need to do is just kind of grind out some more money. Because how much... It's going to... Oh my god, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg to redo my skill tree. Let's just see. Let's just see. Oh, I actually forgot this quest.
Traveling, the traitor. I will. Warm nights.
Okay, so if I want to do this...
Quickly.
Let's try
Which
something
I do.
different.
Just a matter of how much do I have to actually respec. Okay. And just in case you guys want to see what I'm actually looking at, that's the build I'm looking at. So I got to bring my points down. I'm at... So I was at 65 when I started. Then we have 4, so I guess technically we can say 71, which is fine. Which is actually perfect because that's these nodes over here. So one of the things you can do, I don't know if this is the same as PoE 1. So Brandon, just in case this is different. One of the things, so when you're actually respecking, right? Like you can pull out all your points, and it's going to cost a bunch of money. But because eventually, so basically this is all getting blown up, right? So basically this whole line down here from this point is actually, this whole side is not, I'm going to be refunding all this. So basically I'm coming straight up through here and then down this angle and still taking these nodes. So you can save a little bit of money. So let's see, can I even get down here? If I take all these off... No, I want that off. Oh, I can't take that off because I have this. If I take all of these off and get to the point where there's a break. Okay. So basically now, if I wanted to, because I know that I'm coming back down here and I already had points invested here, if I were then to change my course, so if I were then to, and I'm not going to confirm this because I want to make sure I can do everything before I actually go and do this and like break my whole system or my whole build. But if we came back down this way, put all the points there, do this. Now what we're seeing here is rather than going down to 21.6, I'll only go down to 23. So technically, even though I'm respecing this point, the game remembers which nodes you already had spec'd. So, right, even though to unallocate it, hey, that's my birth year. Rather than having to pay 2,000 to unallocate it, because I already had it, I can put it back on, and it will actually save me money, technically, right? Because the other alternative is like, if I didn't take these, if I respect and let's say I just went up to here, hit confirm, I have 10 points left over, and then came back down here, I'd have to basically pay the cost. So if you have to just like reorganize, then you can do that. I kind of wish the system was a little bit different so that basically what would happen, because the way it works now is if I wanted to split a tree, so let's say for example, okay, this is a good example point right here. Like with this node right here, if I wanted to, is that a good example? Yeah, so I could see there being two different ways to do this. Like, if I wanted to replace this whole section, right, rather than going through and clicking each individual node and turning them off, I almost wish you could just kind of turn this off, and it would turn everything on the outskirt of that off. Or, if you turn this off accidentally, which you can't do right now, right, because it would break these chains, then when you go to apply points, it would just, like, throw you an error, throw a red line in here and be like, hey, these aren't connected to your tree at all. The way it is, it's a little bit tedious. It's not the worst thing in the world. But, yeah, this, like, whole thing is getting blown up. Like, all this is gone. Or, some of this is gone. I think. Yeah, because, like, eventually I'm coming back down here to Resonance, so I'm kind of coming up here grabbing these two trees, but, like, these are gone. This is still staying. These are gone. This whole side of my tree is gone. Like, all of this is gone. Like, it's going to be a lot. But I've done, like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 complete respecs now. Oh, that is definitely not where I wanted to go. You're 84? Yeah, I'm a bit behind. I'm a bit behind. But to be fair, I started with playing with Warrior for about 6 hours, and this is my first time playing any action RPG, so I'm definitely learning the ropes and can't just kind of like sail straight through.
Let us see if the defective...
Am I already here? Hold up. Oh, no, I can go right there. Okay. So, going through the campaign a second time, I definitely feel a bit more comfortable just kind of, like, blowing through.
Foul creature.
You know, blowing through all the areas. The first time I went through, like, I went through everywhere. Like, I went through every corner, checked out every dead end, and this time I'm definitely not doing that. I'm just kind of going through. If I find the boss or my objective before I check out the whole cave, I just leave. So the second run through is going to be a lot quicker, and likely when I roll another character, same thing. I'm not going to go do the like 100% looking at everything I did the first time, but it was, you know, it was just a good exercise for me to get the muscle memory built in of the actual mechanics of PoE 2, but also just kind of learn what map construction is like, learn the different enemies, learn how my character works, and of course get more experience. Talking literally in-game experience, not necessarily experience with the game itself. You know, which I figured was gonna help me a bit more, being, you know, slightly higher level than, you know, maybe I should. Like, a lot of games you get to that point where you're kind of over leveled and the game gets easy, but I figured I would get over leveled and the game would get normal. But when I was playing Warrior, the game was already on hard. And now, not so much. Definitely has its moments, but, you know, most of the times that I die are either from, like, one-shots or effective one-shots where I just get completely surrounded by enemies. That's such a cool effect. These, like, sonic bats, whenever they hit you with their debuff, it, like, messes with the sound of the game. And, like, intentionally messes with the sound of the game. where are you? There are you.
Not yet.
That was horrible placement. There we go.
What works of wonder.
But yeah, like when I was playing before, like I would have walked back, checked this whole path, checked this area up here. Now it's just like, ain't nobody got time for that.
The traitor Balbala has been sentenced to 1,000 years of censorship, bound in this place of her dishonor. Let no woman or man of Marikath blood enter her prison before her time is served.
Vision? No, I need freaking iron, man. Yeah, I need a bunch of iron runes. I guess I only need 2. But even so, like, I need 2. It's 2 more than you've given me.
Something has been sealed away here with great ire.
Now, Jindak, I prove myself. Gundek.
Frost. Not yet.
Okay. I 100% thought that I was going to be able to live at least one of those hits. Does the UI feel more friendly?
Sealed away here with
Compared to what? Like compared to when I was playing it before? Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever necessarily had a problem with the UI as a whole. I think the thing that was most confusing was looking at items and just having like a wall of text in front of me. But yeah, definitely in general, just comfort level is just 100% higher than it was a few days ago.
Face me.
Ooh, god dang. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is my potion not working? Thank you.
Visions of Dara. Dara Kana. Atul.
Not yet.
Gundek.
Okay. She's definitely tougher this time than the first time. I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember her being
here with great
this chunky.
ire.
Now, Jindak, I prove myself.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I will keep waiting.
I'll be honest, I didn't play a lot of PoE 1. I played maybe somewhere between like 4 and 6 hours of PoE 1.
With great ire.
Actually, I don't even think it was that long. I think I spent more time in Last Epoch than I did in PoE 1. I couldn't get over the mouse movement,
I prove myself. Face
which is
me.
one of like the biggest things that was turning me off again about the game.
Gundek.
I cannot.
Atul. Visions of Dara.
Okay, let's not kill me this time. Wait, is that not who I'm attacking?
Sun's rise.
Oh, I just have to get close to her. Holy Christ.
I will keep waiting then.
Something has been sealed away here with great ire.
Oh, yeah, we got this. We got this. We'll just take a couple times. Again, like, the thing is, a lot of these bosses I cleared just so fast the first time with Lightning Monk that I, like, actually have to take some time and, like, know what these bosses do now. And she's resistant to cold, which is not doing me any favors. I thought I was outside of that ring.
Keep waiting.
Okay.
Something has been sealed away here with great ire.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself.
Like, I'm not crazy. I'm not supposed to go into these, right? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was 100% intentional. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't crazy and I was actually supposed to go in there.
Something has been sealed away here with great ire.
Because crazier things have happened.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself.
But yeah, like that, man, that was a rough one. Just taking 3 hits that, like, you can't dodge one of them. Like, you take one, you're taking all 3.
With great ire.
Although maybe you can.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself.
Maybe I should just stay away from her for this first. Don't go in there, you dingus. Okay, so I'm guessing I have to find her before the poison kind of spreads? Because otherwise I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go.
Something has been sealed away here with great ire.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself.
Frost crush.
Dude, like, that attack is so frustrating.
Keep waiting then.
Just like, if you get hit by the first one, you're getting hit by all of them, and then she just kills you.
Something has been sealed away here with great ire.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself.
Yeah, like I'm at full health. Like, I shouldn't even bother with potions because, like, regardless of if I'm spending time getting the potions or not, I'm still just gonna die.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself. Katharia.
Face your demise.
All right. Well, I can only take so much punishment for one night. Yeah. So like I said, I have to completely fix my shit. I gotta get new gear. I gotta reset my talent tree. I gotta figure out what the heck is going on with that boss. I think once I get my talent tree, or my passive tree, once I get this all figured out, I'm hoping, because, like, I have some weird damage, you know, like, if I've shocked an enemy recently, which, you know, is only really taking over if I use charge staff. So, like, I have a lot of points here that aren't really doing anything for me. I have, like, all these the power charges, which aren't really doing anything. So there's a lot here that's really not going towards, like, power. Like, I have the evasion rating here, which, you know, sure, it's evasion, but I would rather have the damage. So I'm hoping once I can get all that sorted out, I'm hoping that I can beat my first ultimatum, I think, because there's trials and ultimatums. And I think the ultimatum that I have right now will allow me to get Unbound Avatar, which will increase my damage significantly. So there's a lot here I gotta fix, and that seems like a perfect breaking point for tonight, because God, man, that boss is annoying. Yeah, so thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you so much for chatting. If you guys haven't already, well, if you guys haven't, you should subscribe. But in case you have, what's coming out tomorrow? What videos do I have tomorrow? I think I have, what was today? Today was, oh geez, was today Army of Ruin, or was that yesterday? I think tomorrow is another Spirit Hunters. I'm going back and forth between Spirit Hunters and Army of Ruin, and then there's something else coming out tomorrow. I forget. I queue up all my stuff beforehand. I kind of forget what's coming out. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna get this thing fixed, and we're gonna have a kick-ass build tomorrow. I plan to be live roughly the same time. Oh, tomorrow's Friday. Sick. Yeah, so roughly the same time. I plan to be live around like 5:30, 6 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys are kicking around, want to hang out, we're going to kill that boss, and we're going to crank through, we're going to cruise through Act 2. We're going to cruise through Act 2. If we can, I would like to finish, technically Act 5, I would like to finish Act 6 by the end of the weekend. I think that's totally possible. That's ridiculously possible. It's not going to take me hours and hours and hours to get through that. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.